All right, Cristiano Ronaldo is 1 billion followers across all the social media platforms. Okay. Now the question is, what's the big deal about it? What's the big deal? Now, I'm very sure, very sure, anyone who's a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, they just hearing this sentence, what I said, they will attack me left, right, and center. From, hey, look at your ugly face, or look who's talking, oh, how many billions of followers do you have? How much money do you have? Do you know where is Cristiano Ronaldo? Do you know where you are? Look who's talking, ha ha ha. I am very aware of all these statements, and you're right. You're absolutely right. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo, very good looking, very handsome. Look at my face. Look at his career path. Look at mine. Look at the amount of money he makes per second. I don't think in my 47 years old. I think if I put all the 47 years earnings together, I still can't earn as much as he has made maybe for 5 minutes. So I'm very aware of all this. So now, why am I stating this? Just for clickbait? No, it's not clickbait. It's something worth talking about. That is why I'm going to share with you. First, let me give you the inspiration for why this topic came. And I only request you, just be patient. Listen to the whole video, then give me your perspective if you think I'm right or wrong. Because I always, I have this habit of always thinking deep. I think a lot of things. So, I have this WhatsApp group, and there are lots of themed groups. There is core members, there is sports, there is self-improvement, whatever. So in the sports group, people are primarily fans of cricket and football, majority. There is one member, I can't get his name, but every single minute he will post something of football. And during the cricket, the World Cup or whatever, oh my goodness, everyone goes crazy, berserk. Like you can just, 24 hours if you don't switch your phone on, when you open it, 2,000 messages bombarding, like people are so passionate and crazy. Okay. So, once a while I just check the groups as someone tagged me or something. So one of them said that Cristiano Ronaldo crossed 1 billion social media followers, 1 billion. And then obviously people started chiming, oh, sheesh man, he crossed Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has only 100 million. He has 1 billion. Oh my goodness, in YouTube he has blown up and this and that. And I was listening to all of it, and people were like, yeah, obviously youngsters, fans of his, wow man, he's a legend and all that. Now, let's understand one thing. Cristiano Ronaldo is a legend. That is without a doubt. Whether I like it, I don't like it, he's a legend. He's a good looking guy. He's from Portugal. He's 39 years old. He is, any brand associates with him, they will beg him. They will catch his feet. Because if a brand associates with him, they will, their revenue, their stock price, everything will shoot up. He is a global brand. He has a lovely family. He's a beautiful wife. I don't know much about him personally, but he's a great human being. And I've seen videos of him where small children, small fans are there. He still takes time, even though he's so busy, he still takes one photograph, or he's still there with them, and he has donated a lot to charity. So he's a great human being. So now, what is the problem that I'm having? The problem is the fascination people have in terms of numbers. And I'll explain to you with an example so you'll understand. Otherwise, if I tell you with Cristiano Ronaldo, if you are his fan, you'll not understand. I'll give you a very simple example, true story, okay, to make you understand what is the problem that I'm trying to imply. During my, you must have seen one of my community posts where I said 20 years of personal branding, and you must have seen me wearing a microphone and colorful suit, red, and all these this thing. I used to be an announcer for events, 5-star events. Like they would call me. Those days didn't have tattoos, so I would do like Swarovski diamonds or Dubai duty free or Dubai summer surprise or a party, for Oracle or Samsung or LG in Dubai. I used to get these small gigs where I had to do announcements, I had to do award ceremonies and all that. So this was an event that happened in Grand Hyatt. Grand Hyatt, which is after, I think it's call it the Garud Bridge, right? Yeah, Garud Bridge. Grand Hyatt is on the right-hand side. Oh, I've got that right. It's so long. Okay. So after the Garud Bridge, which is a very large bridge, now there is a toll gate. Right-hand side is the Grand Hyatt. Okay. 5-star hotel. So I was doing an event there. I think this was maybe 17, 18 years ago. Okay. So as we were doing the event, and this was like for Swarovski diamonds and launch and all that. So all the guests were VVIP. Every single vehicle that came there was a Rolls Royce, was a Bentley, was a Range Rover, all options. I mean, the creme de la creme, the sheikhs and all that. And I was at total awe, like, woof. And, you know, I was young and I was enjoying I'll be honest with you, I was enjoying the 5-star starters. Those days, I don't know how, I can't eat now, but crabs were there, prawns were there, lobsters were there, non-alcoholic, alcoholic drinks, both were there. I was busy munching and enjoying it. And even the girls who were there, girls means like models or hostess, not the crude one, the real respectable ones that they were holding, the new models or the new designer wear. And they were very educated. They spoke very good English. Some of them had been flown from abroad to interact with the guests, to explain to them what the product was. So they are not like dumb, good-looking bimbos. They were very educated, very smart young men, and most of them were very tall. Okay, from different walks of life. Some were, I think, from UK, some were Germany, France, Belgium, like different nationalities. Now, because I was the announcer and we were like a team, the management team was handling all of us. So we were talking to each other. We had met before the event for the briefing. We met before the event started. And now the event, as it was going on, we were talking to each other. And obviously, because they were so beautiful and so intelligent, many of the rich guys, the sheikhs and this and that, sheikhs means not the real sheikh, the sheikh family member or the sheikh secretary, even they are very rich. They would try to talk to these females. They were polite, but they didn't show too much of interest. Okay. So as we all were interacting, this girl, this particular 2-3 girls, they were all blonde, all beautiful. And I was very polite. I was very polite to them. I said, did you girls get, something to drink? Law, you're so sweet. Law, you're so nice. You take care of us. Because I was one of those type of guys who never treated them like a sexual object or this thing. I treated them like, because I used to always take a leadership role. So I used to look at them as family, So they would be very comfortable with me. No, Law, it's okay. You're so nice. And so they were talking to me. And they were very friendly with me. So imagine the scene. The stage is there. DJ is playing soft music. And 2-3 hours have passed after the main presentation. So these 3 girls and me, we are standing as a group. Very attractive girls. They were the most beautiful of the lot. All of a sudden, there is this young, not young, I would say this, like not black hair, like blonde, brownish hair, slightly young, very fit man, must have been in his 40s, and one other guy with him. So he came with his glass. Well dressed. Oh my goodness, he was impeccable. Huh? Like, it was not flashy. It was like a very formal. And he was like, how are all of you doing? And I was friendly with him. And I said, hey, totally fine and all that. And these girls, they're used to men coming just to try to talk with these girls. They would try to talk to me and then they would try to talk to these girls. So these girls were not very interested. Like, hi, how are you? And they were just polite. But they didn't bother to look at him much. And they continued talking to me. And, I could make out that they're ignoring him. But, I have to be nice. So I was like, how are you doing and all that. And as we were talking, did you enjoy the event? Yeah, we all enjoyed it and all. Then suddenly, I was in my younger days, I was at network. I said, and you are, like he asked me, you did a great job announcing and all that. I loved your announcements. I said, hey, thanks. I really appreciate it. And then I said, what about you? Where do you work or what do you do? Until this time, these girls were not very interested. They were looking elsewhere because they didn't want to speak to this guy. And they were only interested in talking to me. And then this guy, he came. He took out his card. And it stated Swarovski. Okay, imagine, it's their event. And there I could see the letters CEO. The reason I didn't know he's a CEO, because we were dealing through the management company, the event organizer of Swarovski. We were only dealing with them. We were not dealing with a higher management. And here is the CEO, the main guy, the main boss of the bloody this thing. The minute he gave his card to me, he didn't give it to the girls. I'm the CEO. Immediately the girls turned around and looked at him like they were stunned. They were shocked. I was shocked and I was like, oh, wow. I said, wow, sir, it's such a pleasure. Yeah, I said, I'm sorry, I didn't know. No. He said, Loy, I want you to enjoy. You're doing such a great job. You and your team, you all are fabulous. And after that second, that split second of mentioning he's a CEO, he didn't give them the card. He gave me the card. All of a sudden, these three girls who were looking elsewhere to get rid of this guy suddenly turned around and their entire focus, their entire attention, everything was on him. And suddenly I was invisible. Before he was invisible, they didn't want him. Now I was invisible. And very soon the body language became such a way that they turned and faced him and I was the outsider. And I was like, I used my common sense and I was like, I guess I'm not required. So I said, guys, you got to excuse me. I just have a couple of things to check. And I excused myself. These three girls loved giving the attention and he was loving the attention. Look, I'm not trying to say that these girls were like, hey, bad, ugly bitches and nothing like that. They were doing the right thing. And he was not a bad guy or perverted guy. Nothing. He's networking with them. I didn't bother. I didn't focus. I went about my own thing. And before he knew it, when I went, checked, after that, I don't know where they went. I don't know what happened. Finished. There was this guy who was the DJ, the event organizer and all that. So I was hanging around with them. And the event manager, the main guy who I had got the contract. So he was like, he just came and he's like, so you had a hell of an experience, huh? So I said, like what? No, I saw. We were sitting down. We were that time having the dinner. So he was like, yeah, I saw what happened. I was like, yeah, come on, man. Where he is, where I am. He's like, that guy is very rich, very successful. You should have seen his vehicle. He was driving I think, a Rolls Royce or a Bentley Sport or something customized. And he's a very smooth guy. He's very educated. He's very nice. He's an amazing guy. I said, yeah. Whew. Now, what am I trying to tell you through this whole, this incident? See, if he was not the CEO, if he didn't tell them he was a CEO, those girls wouldn't have even looked at him. And it was obvious why he wanted to talk to them, because they're beautiful. He can see that they're beautiful. But they didn't have any reason to talk to him. But the minute CEO, which is equal to very, very rich, which is equal to very, very successful, which is equal to, wow. I mean, who wouldn't want? If I was in their place, I would do the same thing. So the point I'm trying to make here is, we as human beings now, we evaluate each and every individual based on the money that they have, the success that they have, the fame that they have, the numbers that we have. And for us, that is the only thing that matters. Do you think the girls were interested to know his character? Is he kind? Is he nice? Is he a gentleman? No, nothing. CEO, multi-billionaire. Okay, that event manager guy told me he's a nice guy and all that character, he told me. But do you think the girls were very interested? No. And look, this is not to put the girls down. If tomorrow you and I were to meet Cristiano Ronaldo or Elon Musk, we'll be in total awe. We are not going to ask him, hey, you're a bad guy, you're an asshole, your stance on climate change and this and no. Forget all that. We'll be like, So, the same thing with today's generation. They are so fascinated. They are so fascinated with numbers. Now, should they stop doing that? That is the question you'll definitely ask. Should they stop doing that? Should they stop being fascinated with people who are success? No, we as human beings, we love to admire. But here's the thought-provoking question I want to leave you with. There are thousands of people who are forget millionaires, multi-billionaires. There are people who are rich and famous. Shah Rukh Khan, Tom Cruise, Elon Musk, Jack Ma, whatever. So are you going to be nice to them? Yeah, we have to respect them. Are you going to admire them only because of these traits? Or are you missing out on, not at your level, but slightly above you? Maybe there's someone you can learn from. Maybe there's someone you can think about. Like, these youngsters are so crazy about these cricketing legends and Cristiano Ronaldo and all that. Oh, billions of followers. They use the same template to evaluate and judge others. Hey, how much money do you have? How many followers do you have? How rich you are? How successful you are? And then they go around kissing the ass of only these people who are rich or successful. This is what happens in companies. This is what happens in relationships. This is what happens in friendships. And which is why we live in a fake world where you're evaluated by numbers. How many times have you seen people checking if there's a YouTuber, how many followers he have, how many subscribers he have, how much money he's making? Why do you think people make these fake videos to show, oh, I have these expensive watches and cars and houses, I'm going for this holiday? Why do you think people literally undergo surgeries or fake stories or create false narratives? I will just leave you with this, and then you can decide what to think about. Yes, we must admire those people who have achieved more than us. The Cristiano Ronaldos, the Elon Musk. But I can challenge you. They are not going to give you a single piece of advice. They're not going to give you a single millisecond of an attention. Nothing they're going to give you. You're going to be their fans. Because obviously they can't. What I would recommend instead is, instead of being fascinated with their numbers or their stories and all, focus on you, Stop being, wow, 1 billion. Wow. Ooh, what were you yesterday? What are you today? What do you think you should be tomorrow? What is your goal for the whole year? Evaluate that. And here's a strange thing that will happen. Once you start focusing on all this now, and you get serious about your life, you will stop being fascinated by other people's billions, millions, whether they lost everything, whether they gained it. You'll be like, how does it concern me, man? Yeah, as a discussion, as a YouTuber, as, debating, we might talk about from Putin to Modi to Donald Trump, whatever. But focus on what benefits you, your life, what you can learn, how you can be better. And remember, end of the day, Cristiano Ronaldo, he is focused on his career. He will make his numbers. He will make his brand. You just focus on you. I didn't spoil the party of my WhatsApp followers by saying all this because, they're young. But the amount of time, attention, focus they're giving on Cristiano Ronaldo, if they had taken the same attention and focus on themselves, their earnings, their job, their salaries, their growth, are much more better. We are just a generation that worships these larger-than-life heroes. And before you know it, one day, you're going to become old. You're going to become old and you'll be staring at, every day you'll stare at your bank balance and think, sheesh man, I have to pay this next month, I have to pay that, I have to pay this. I know I sound like an old man. But trust me, when you coach and mentor so many people and you talk to people who really genuinely have problems, your thought process changes, yeah. It completely changes. Anyway, congratulations to Cristiano Ronaldo with his 1 billion followers, whatever, and his fans who are so happy for him. Happy for you. Now focus on focus on yourself. And I sincerely hope you make money, succeed, become something, make something out of your life. Stop being fascinated with these superstars. It's not going to help you. It's not going to feed you. It will not solve your problems. All right? Good, bad, ugly, feel free. Comment down below. This is me signing off.